Hey guys, this is Random Chaos here with another video for you guys. Today I will be discussing the 15 undrafted free agents that the Chargers signed about a couple of hours after the NFL draft. So let's get to it, and I'm gonna let you know what their basically everything I know about them. So here we go. They ended up signing tight end Sean Colgan out of Missouri. He is 6 feet and 6 inches, 245 pounds. He totaled 61 catches for 601 yards and 14 touchdowns over 48 games. To me, that's decent. He was not a starter at Missouri, so for him not to be a starter and still manage to get 14 touchdowns and 601 yards in 48 games is pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. I don't think we're gonna keep him, sadly, unless he magically is able to outbeat Jeff Cumberland and Sean McGrath for the spot, as well as Jake. I think his name is Jake Ryan or whatever that we have on as a tight end. The next guy we ended up picking is center Dylan DeBoer out of Florida Atlantic. He is 6 feet 4 inches, 235 pounds. In 52 games, he only allowed 6 sacks. It's not too bad. It's not too good. I mean, in a lot of occasions, a center doesn't really allow as much sacks. But 6 sacks is still pretty good amount for a center. So let's move on to the next pick. The next pick is the next guy is cornerback Michael Davis out of BYU. He's 6 feet 2 inches. He weighs 196 pounds. In over 51 games, he had 29 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 5 interceptions. That is not good at all. So I don't know why the Chargers would want to keep this guy. He is tall, but other than that, 29 tackles in 51 games, that's horrible. Unless he was like a fourth string guy. So if he was a fifth string guy, then I would understand. But it says here that he was the nickel and dime, so that's not good at all. The next guy is a running back named Austin Eckler out of Western State. He is 5 feet 11 inches, 201 pounds. He ended up getting, in 51 games, he ended up getting 2,097 yards with 12 touchdowns. That's not bad. He was only in college for a little bit more over than 3 years. It's not too bad, but the only thing about him was that he's coming off an injury, so he's going to have to prove himself. I don't think he's going to make the roster either. Especially because we have, if anything, he might beat out Kenneth Farrow for the fourth running back position. But other than that, I don't see him staying on the Chargers roster unless we get him for the practice squad. The next guy is a linebacker named Nigel Harris out of Southern Florida University. He's 6 feet 0 inches, 225 pounds. This guy to me is a really good linebacker. I saw some of his tapes. He ended up getting 232 tackles in 4 years. He ended up getting 9.5 tackles for loss just in that year, last season. He got 12 sacks, 6 interceptions in his whole career as part of South Florida. So that's pretty good. I mean, not that good. I like his tackles though. I mean, 232 tackles in 4 years. That's not that bad. He was a third stringer, by the way. So, yeah. Next is a quarterback in Eli Jenkins out of Jacksonville State. He is 6 foot 2 inches, 210 pounds. He's here it says that he's a dual threat quarterback. He ended up completing 155 passes out of 311 passes in 2016. He was also able to achieve 2,107 yards, 11 touchdowns. He rushed 175 times for 984 yards. He also had 13 rushing touchdowns, so that's really good. But to me, he's probably like a like a Terrell Pryor type of guy as far as quarterback. Chargers are not really known for getting a mobile quarterback, so I don't really think he's gonna stay. If he does stay, he's probably gonna end up beating Mike Berkovisi, a quarterback we have in our roster. So yeah. Either way, the next guy we ended up drafting is a kicker. Believe it or not, guy, this is his name. Okay, his name is Young Ho Koo, out of Georgia Southern. He is 5 feet 11 inches, 198 pounds. He made 19 out of 20 field goals in 2016. In 2 years of his career, he was able to get 31. He made 31 field goals out of 35. He averaged an 88.6 average percent. So that's pretty decent. Not as good as Lambo did when he was in college, but anybody's better than fucking Lambo. Next guy is linebacker and Mike Moore, out of Kansas State. He is 6 foot 3 inches, 236 pounds. He is a high motor type of linebacker. He appeared in 49 games with 16 starts for Kansas State. He ended up finishing his college career with 75 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 3 fumble recoveries, and 6.5 sacks in 3 seasons. This guy's not, I would say, a starter right away. He's gonna need work though. He is a 4-3 guy, so we might keep him because all of our fucking players are 3-4s. So I don't know how Gus Bradley's gonna be doing with our defense, but hopefully it's good. Next guy is another linebacker named I may not pronounce this well, but his name is James Anuwalu from Notre Dame. He's 6 foot 1 inch, 232 pounds. And over his career, he started 49 games. I'm sorry, not started. He started 21 games, but appeared in 49 games for the Notre Dame. He ended up getting 76 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, and he ended up getting 8 sacks in 49 games. So not too shabby. Next guy is a receiver in Andre Patton out of Rutgers. He is 6 foot 3 inches, 210 pounds. He caught 33 passes for 460 yards in 2016, 5 receiving touchdowns. He left Rutgers with 90 receptions for 1,164 yards, 10 touchdowns in 44 games. That's not that bad. Pretty good actually for a third stringer. Next guy is another receiver in Artavis Scott out of Clemson. As you guys know, we already got Mike Williams out of Clemson, so I'm pretty sure the reason this guy was hired is because Chargers are expecting him to be kind of or similar to Mike Williams. Maybe not too, similar, but this guy's actually pretty good, really good stats actually. He is 6 foot 1 inch, 205 pounds. He ended up getting 2,480 yards in 3 seasons with Clemson. He had 19 touchdowns in 3 seasons. He was a huge and his bio says that he was actually a huge reason that Clemson was able to win the national championship. So that's, hopefully we keep him. Next guy is a cornerback, which I feel we should keep, try to develop. His name is Brandon Stewart out of Kansas University. He's 6 feet tall, 171 pounds. He's kind of not that type of big cornerback. So he's 6 feet, but he's a really lightweight guy. He started 21 of 22 games in Kansas. He had 3 interceptions, 8 pass deflections, and 55. He also had a 55-yard pick six last season, so that's not that bad. The next guy is cornerback and Brad Watson out of Wake Forest. He is 6 feet, 200 pounds. He totaled 161 tackles, 26 pass deflections, 4 interceptions, 3 forced fumble, and 49 games. That is spectacular for a guy who is a 4th overall string for Wake Forest. Next guy is a receiver and Dontre Wilson at Ohio State. He is 6 foot 3 inches, 210 pounds. Appeared in 45 games with 8 starts. He ended up getting 2,876 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 3 seasons. So that's okay in my mind. The last guy is an offensive tackle named Mason Zandy out of South Carolina. This guy is huge, okay? Big ass guy. Okay, he is possibly going to be the tallest offensive lineman we're gonna have. He is 6 foot 9 inches and 325 pounds. Appeared in 49 games with 24 starts. He only allowed 8 sacks in 3 years. That's freaking horrible. In my mind, I mean, 8 sacks. I mean, not that much. 8 sacks in 3 years, not that bad. But at the same time, you know, you never want to have an offensive tackle that's going to allow a lot of sacks. So, guys, this is the end of this. As far as undrafted free agents, the guy that stands out to me a lot is going to be that. To me, it's going to be linebacker Nigel Harris out of Southern Florida. You know, this guy's really good. I mean, his 232 tackles in 3 seasons really impresses me. So, let's see what the Chargers do. Hopefully they can, you know, pick somebody that can make an impact. They're usually pretty good at that, picking up undrafted free agents. Just to name a couple, you know, Tyrod Williams, Antonio Gates, you know, what's his name, Malcolm Floyd. You know, just some of the players that they signed that weren't drafted. So the Chargers are really known for getting good undrafted players. So hopefully this continues, and stay tuned. Another video should be out maybe tomorrow or maybe later on today. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned.